Judge went yard again at Petco Park. Edwin Diaz got another opportunity to close out a save for the Mets, and again, it didn't go well. Guardians and Royals refused to lose, both winners of 8 in a row. Welcome in, everyone. Steve Lennox, Lennox on Baseball live stream podcast. We recap day number 59 of the Major League Baseball season. We open with That's Baseball and a little bit of a different way to look at it today with our opening segment. Hit up a minor league ballpark on Saturday with my 2 teenage boys. Hit up Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts on Saturday. Terrific ballpark. Opened up in May of 2021, and got to see the Red Sox AAA team, got to see the Baltimore Orioles AAA team, the Norfolk Tides, and got to see Jackson Holliday for the first time as well. He didn't disappoint, had a double, scored a run on a bases clearing extra base hit in the 9th inning when they broke the game open as well. But some observations on my first-time visit to Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts. Number one, great ballpark. If you're in the Northeast, if you're traveling, highly recommend it. Still somewhat disappointed that Pawtucket, Rhode Island does not have the AAA Red Sox affiliate, but this move made years ago, and Worcester has done a terrific job in putting things together. Was interested to see what was around the ballpark since it's basically in the city of Worcester, and it's growing, which doesn't always happen when a new ballpark comes to a town or a city, but there are a lot of nice little things around Worcester. It's certainly a city that you could spend half a day walking around, visiting restaurants, visiting stores, stuff like that, and they continue to build that up as well. Lots of Oriole fans at the game. A lot of Oriole T-shirts, jerseys. That was interesting to see. I was pleasantly surprised by that as well. Wonder if they were there all week or if it was just, hey, let's hit the weekend. We're going to be up in the Northeast. Hey, the Tides are in town. We can go see Jackson Holliday. We can see the Orioles minor league players as well. Going to a game with your children, going to the game with your teenage boys like I did, it's always a good time. Doesn't matter if your 14-year-old doesn't know baseball, doesn't know what the score is from the first inning on, doesn't know what the score is in the 9th inning. Just a good time. The food at the ballpark, okay, not great. Wasn't blown away by anything. Was it expensive? Of course it was. Kept thinking the Red Sox were playing at the same time at Fenway right down the road as the Woo Sox were playing at Polar Park, and wondered how often that happens as well over the course of a season. Glad I don't work in minor league baseball present day. Would have not liked 6-game series. Would have not liked having that built-in off day on Mondays as well. It was baseball. Great crowd. Fans were into the game. The game took priority over on-field events, over in-between inning contests, which overall experience was terrific for me because I wasn't overwhelmed by the other things going on at the ballpark. The public address announcer missed a couple of names for the visiting team, but overall, nowadays you go to a ballpark, you're just overwhelmed by a public address announcer. I tip my cap to the public address announcer at Polar Park on Saturday. Again, great crowd. The baby crawling on the mat or a mattress for an in-between innings promotion with a sponsor attached, it never gets old. I can watch that one every single time. I go back, I shared with my boys the time I was working with the team in the Carolina League in Wilmington, Delaware. The parents cheated because it's supposed to be crawlers. However old the child was, wasn't a newborn, of course, but however many months it was, the child stood up and walked to mommy and daddy. Cheated, yes, but that's okay. That's on mom and dad. Again, my youngest son had no idea what the score was from the first inning on. That's baseball these days. You're entertained by so many other things going on at a ballpark. And that is, that's just the way it is. But hitting a game on a holiday weekend that we're in the middle of right now with Memorial Day, that is baseball. Recapping day number 59 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Phillies and Rockies at Coors Field, game 2 of their 3-game weekend series on Memorial Day weekend. Phillies avoid a third straight loss. They have 2-game losing streaks this season. That's it. Phillies came back, won 8-4. And paying attention to this game, listening to it on radio, I was thinking, when is this offense going to come alive for the Phillies? They're at Coors Field. You're expecting, a 15-9, 15-2 ball game with the Phillies winning it. Well, they finally got things going. They were down 3-2 going to the 9th inning, and they got it going in the ninth. 6 runs across in the inning. Edmundo Sosa tied the game up with an RBI triple. Garrett Stubbs had a base hit that broke the tie. Then Bryce Harper, the big bat in the lineup. Bryce with the 3-run home run. Nick Castellanos also had an RBI single to cap that big ninth inning for the Phillies. Harper also had an RBI single early on in the game. Phillies pick up the victory, even up that series at 1-1 at Coors Field against the Rockies. Rubber game in the 3-game set on Sunday. The loss did snap Colorado's 5-game win streak at Coors Field. It took 11 innings, but the Royals still picked up their 8th straight win. 7-4 win over the Rays in St. Pete. Both teams scoring a run in the 10th inning. Royals 3 runs in the 11th inning. Nelson Velasquez broke a 4-4 tie. Velasquez RBI double in the 11th inning. Adam Frazier, Michael Garcia added RBI singles for Kansas City. Velasquez did homer in the second to get the Kansas City Royals on the board first against the Rays. Royals used 6 pitchers. The Rays used 8. Royals pick up the victory. Rays have scored just 14 runs now in losing 6 in a row. Royals have now scored 7 or more runs in 6 straight games, and that is a new franchise record. Royals win, Guardians win. It's happened a lot. It's happened a lot of late. Guardians pick up a victory 4-3 Saturday night in Anaheim against the Angels. Jose Ramirez, another Jose Ramirez game, and another Jose Ramirez night at the plate. Ramirez, 2 more hits, including his 15th home run of the season. That came off Jose Soriano, who took the loss for the Angels. 2-out, 2-run home run in the third. That made it 4-0. Ramirez, 15th home run of the season, now a Major League best 51 RBIs as well. 10 of his home runs coming in the month of May. Taylor Bybee, who did not grow up that far away from Anaheim and Angels Stadium, improved to 3-1 with the victory. Emmanuel Clase gave up a hit, but nothing else. Struck out 2 and working a scoreless ninth inning. Clase the save, number 16 on the season. Guardians all 4 runs in the third. Angels got their 3 runs in the home third inning, and that did it for the scoring. Angels runs coming on a 2-out, 3-run home run off the bat of Taylor Ward, his 11th on the year. Marcus Stroman impressed on the mound. Anthony Volpe got his hit streak out of the way early on. Volpe had 2 hits. He's now hit safely in 18 straight games. Yankees beating the Padres for the 2nd straight night at Petco Park. 4-1 the final on Saturday. Yankees have won 4 straight, 11-2 over their last 13. Stroman did not give up a run over 6 innings, allowed just 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 5. He picked up the win to improve to 4-2 on the season. Volpe led off the game with a single. 2 batters later, Aaron Judge, 2-run home run, his 17th on the year. Yankees led 2-0. They have not trailed so far in that series. Fernando Tatis Jr., a home run for San Diego, that in the 8th inning, accounting for the Padres' only run of the game and their only run of the series so far over the first 2 games. Dylan Cease dropped to 5-4 with the loss. Cease struck out 9, gave up all 4 runs over 6 2/3 innings. Judge has now homered in 4 straight games. Marlins and Diamondbacks playing in the desert in Phoenix. Diamondbacks able to even up the home series against the Marlins with a 3-2 victory Saturday night. Arizona 2 runs in the first, 1 more in the second. Jordan Montgomery gave up 2 runs over 6. Montgomery the win for the Diamondbacks, his 3rd on the season. Christian Walker, Lourdes Gurriel, RBI doubles going back-to-back in the first inning against losing pitcher Sixto Lezcano. Jake Berger did have 3 hits in the loss for Miami, including a double. D-backs were out hit 11-5 by the Marlins, but did pick up the victory. Diamondbacks did not have a hit from the 5th inning on. Brewers and Red Sox at Fenway. Brewers have taken the first 2 games of the series. 5 spot for the Brewers in the 3rd inning. Picked up a 6-3 victory against the Red Sox on a Saturday. Joey Ortiz highlighting that 3rd inning with a 2-run double. Red Sox did not do a whole heck of a lot in this game offensively. Did not have a hit over the first 6 innings, managed only 5 hits total, and falling back to 500 now, 26-26 through their first 52 games. Brewers have taken the first 2 games of the series at Fenway Park. Nick Pivetta gave up 5 runs, 5 earned on 7 hits. He was removed with 1 out in the 4th inning Saturday, and Pivetta with the loss now 2-3 on the season. Bryce Terang had a 2-out solo shot in the 8th inning. Top 3 hitters in the Red Sox lineup, Duran, Wong, and O'Neill combining to go 0 for 11 with 3 strikeouts. Wonder right now, there are 2 teams, the Red Sox and Mets. Red Sox are 500. The Mets now are well below 500. But I wonder if there's a shakeup coming somewhere, somehow. The Mets certainly need it. And the Pirates, or the Red Sox rather, could just maybe use a shot in the arm. basically telling the guys in the clubhouse and the guys coming up from AAA as well that we've got your back here. You've played 500. Maybe you've exceeded expectations to a certain point. You've gotten a couple of games over 500 during the course of the first almost 2 months of the season. Maybe just a shot in the arm. Is there something that they could add? It doesn't have to be a high-end trade right now, but something that they just could do to spark things going forward. The Mets, maybe it's too late for them to do that, but that front office maybe could have done something in the last couple of weeks. Mitch Keller gave up a run over 6 2/3 innings and helping the Pirates to a 4-1 victory against the Braves at PNC Park on Saturday. Keller struck out 4, walked no one, gave up 6 hits, now 6-3 on the season with the victory. Colin Holderman and David Bednar combining to work 2 1/3 scoreless in relief. Nick Gonzalez RBI double in the 4th inning. That put the Pirates up 2-1 at the time. Braves now 3-7 over their last 10 games, have scored just 17 runs total in the 7 losses during that stretch. Keller 4-0 in the month of May, giving up just 4 earned runs in 27 2/3 innings during this current month. The Reds picked up a 3-1 victory against the Dodgers on Saturday, and they've won the first 2 games in that series in the Queen City. Spencer Steer, Will Benson both hitting solo home runs off losing pitcher Walker Buehler. Those home runs over the first couple of innings. Hunter Green now 3-2 with the victory. Green allowed 1 run on just 5 hits over 6 innings against the Dodgers. Walked 1, struck out 5. Dodgers managed just 5 hits in the game. Just 5 hits, with each hit coming from their top 5 hitters in the lineup. Each hitter in the top 5, a single hit in the game. Dodgers 0 for 7 runners in scoring position, have lost 4 in a row for the first time this season. Alexis Diaz facing and faring much better than his older brother Edwin right now. Alexis Diaz, perfect 9th inning for the save, his 9th on the year. Shohei Ohtani right now dealing with a hamstring injury. And I mentioned the top 5 hitters in the lineup, a single hit each for the Dodgers. You get past 5 and 6 in that lineup for the Dodgers, really the top 5. You get 6 through 9. You can pitch to that part of the lineup. You lose one of those batters in that top 5 for the Dodgers, all of a sudden that lineup isn't as dangerous and as formidable as it's been throughout the course of the season. We'll certainly keep an eye on, everyone will keep an eye on Ohtani and the hamstring injury that he's dealing with right now, but looks like he's going to at least try to play through it. And almost reading some of the quotes, it seems like the Dodgers are saying, hey, take it easy. You do that, and you try to, and I guess he really didn't go hard, and he goes hard pretty much on everything. Didn't go hard on a triple. That doesn't always work out well. Maybe a rest, maybe, a short stint on the injured list could help just to let him get that better. At hamstring injury, you just never know which direction it can go in. The Nationals are going to have an opportunity for a series sweep against the Mariners on Sunday. Nationals knocked off the Mariners 3-1 on Saturday. Seattle has now dropped 4 in a row, 5 of 7. Cal Raleigh, Ikes, 0 for 4 strikeouts. That theme for strikeouts for Seattle hitters continues. Mariner hitters have struck out more than any club in the majors so far this season. Struck out 12 total times on Saturday, and they've struck out 22 times over the first 2 games of the series. Trevor Williams made the start for the Nationals, struck out 8, gave up a run over 5 innings. Williams a no decision, but the Nationals are now 8-2 in his first 10 starts on the season. The Mets, the 62 Mets. Let's go back to the inaugural season of the Mets organization, 1962. That team was known for finding different ways to lose ball games all the time. The 2024 version of the Metsies certainly doing their best to pretty much do the same. Saturday at Citi Field, Mets 2-1 lead going to the top of the 9th inning. Closer Edwin Diaz on the mound, getting that save opportunity. Diaz gave up a game-tying RBI single to pinch hitter Lamont Wade Jr., Diaz's 4th blown save on the season. The Mets, with their 2 runs over the first 9 innings, did not score in the home 9th inning to send it to extra innings. Solo home runs off the bats of Starling Marte and Brett Beatty. More on the Mets and home runs in just a moment. But this is what happens with the Mets. They gave up the tying run in the top of the 9th inning. They don't score in the bottom of the 9th inning. And then the bullpen just implodes in the top of the 10th inning. Top of the 10th inning, Brett Wisely, a base hit. That put the Giants in front 3-2. Giants weren't done. They scored 5 runs in the inning, up 4-2 at that point. After a bases-loaded walk, I believe. Mike Yastrzemski, 2-out, 3-run triple. That made it 7-2. Turned out to be the final. Giants have won 4 in a row, 8 of 9. Now a game over 500. They've been 500 twice this season. They're now a game over 500 with their current 4-game win streak and 8 wins in their last 9. The last time they were over 500, 2-1 through their first 3 games of the season. Giants, their 12th comeback win of the season overall. 4 straight comeback victories in their last 4 games, all on the road. Now, the Mets have dropped 5 in a row, 10 of 12, 9-22 now over their last 33. The Mets have hit 8 home runs in their last 3 games, all solo shots. I have this right, went back and checked it a few times. 12 home runs over their last 5 games, 10 of the 12. Solo shots, nobody on base. Mets, again, part of the loss, extra inning loss on Saturday, 0 for 13. You can finish my sentence. 0 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Cubs and Cardinals, Sunday Night Baseball in the Lou. Looking forward to that one later tonight. Cardinals scoring 4 runs in the 8th to go up 7-4. Cubs picked up the victory. Cubs able to hold on for the victory, 7-6. Let's get this right here. No. The Cubs, I wrote this out completely wrong. This is the first time I've really did this going forward. The Cardinals able to hold on for the victory. And 7-6 winner for the Cardinals on Saturday. Apologize there. Brendan Donovan broke 4-4 tie, 2-run single. Lars Nootbaar followed with an RBI triple to make it 7-4. And the Cardinals did hold on for that victory. Donovan, 2 hits, 2 RBIs on the night for the Cardinals. Nootbaar, 3-hit game, all 4 runs in the home 8th inning coming off Cubs reliever Mark Leiter Jr. Cardinals, they're playing winning baseball. They've won 9 of 11, and guess what? The fan base has noticed. Cardinals a sellout on Saturday at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, or the Lou. Their first sellout at home since opening day. A's home against the Astros, continuing their series in Oakland on Saturday. J.P. Sears gave up just 1 unearned run over 6, helped the A's to a 3-1 victory against the Astros. Sears walked 1, struck out 1. Gave up just 2 hits, now 4 and 3 on the season. Brent Rooker got the A's on the board with a 2-run double. That in the first inning. Daz Cameron made it 3-1 with an RBI single in the 6th inning. Mason Miller rebounding nicely from a rough outing on Thursday. Miller struck out the side in the 9th inning to close the door on the Astros. Miller the save and his 10th on the season. Guardians, Royals keep winning. Rangers keep losing. Twins, a run in the 7th inning, 3 more in the 8th inning, came back, beat the Rangers on Saturday 5-3. Twins have taken the first 2 games of that series and have won 4 in a row. They've become a streaky team. Alex Kirilloff, again, providing the big blow. Second straight game for the Twins that Kirilloff has come through. His 3-run home run off David Robertson in the 8th inning, putting the Twins in front for good on Saturday. Rangers, 6 straight losses. Just 2 wins now over their last 14 games. Orioles and White Sox on the south side Saturday. Orioles now up 3-0 in the series. Orioles scoring all 5 of their runs on 3 home runs in the 8th inning. Beat the White Sox 5-3. Gavin Sheets cleared the bases with a 3-run triple in the 5th inning for the White Sox. Eric Fede held the O's scoreless over the first 6 1/3 innings. He allowed only 3 hits, struck out 6. Fede left the game with a lead, but ended up with a no decision. In that 8th inning, Ryan O'Hearn, 2-run home run. That made it a 1-run game. Anthony Santander put the Orioles up by a run with a 2-run shot, and then Jordan Westberg adding on with a solo home run. Westberg's 3rd hit of the game. White Sox have lost 4 in a row and 8 of 9. The Orioles can produce runs without home runs, but they are certainly this year right up there, top team in Major League Baseball in home runs. Tigers, 2-run home run in the bottom of the 1st inning. That off the bat of Kerry Carpenter. They managed to make that hold up. Tigers beat the Blue Jays 2-1. They've won back-to-back games after losing 5 in a row. Reese Olson has pitched better than his record would indicate. Olson got his first win of the season after losing his first 5 decisions to start the season. He pitched a lot. Again, he's pitched a lot better than his record would indicate. Olson gave up an earned run on 3 hits over 6 1/3. Walked 3, struck out 4. Jose Barrios gave up the home run to Carpenter early on, and that won that in the 1st inning. That was it. He took the loss to drop to 5-4 on the year. That is recap of day number 59 of the Major League Baseball regular season. As always, our Sugar's Random Thoughts brought to you by the Yellow Rose of Talbot Bed and Breakfast in Easton, Maryland. Considering a stay on the beautiful Maryland Eastern Shore this spring, summer, or fall, consider a stay at the Yellow Rose of Talbot B&B. Tell my sister Tammy, my brother-in-law Kenneth, that I sent you their way. Remember this on this holiday weekend. We are always day to day. All of us, you, me, everyone. We are considered day to day. Humphrey Bogart had it right. Hot dog at the ball game certainly beats roast beef at the Ritz. Again, that is a wrap on day number 59 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Sunday night baseball, Cubs and Cardinals in St. Louis, in the Lou. And we will have Sunday night with our recap of day 60 of the Major League Baseball season within an hour or so after the game. We usually try to start these 8:05 Eastern, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when the mood fits us. But Sunday night, really do enjoy wrapping up the day and the week as well. So we'll be on an hour or so after the game wraps up from St. Louis on Sunday night. Again, always appreciate the support. And again, former Aberdeen Ironbird intern Brian Holland sends us away. Brian, what do you got?
Stop talking during the anthem. Go watch Steve Lennox's new podcast because Steve is the man.